What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here, bright and early. Look at that sunrise just poking over the mangroves there. So we're gonna take a little walk out the Playa 72 entrance, and I'm gonna take some time to update you guys on my mystery illness here in Mexico. And yes, it is indeed a mystery illness. I got some test results back that might shock some of you guys. Pretty strange, definitely not what I expected. I did have a few people in the comments say it's not a mystery illness, please stop saying that. It's just seasonal changes. And while I totally understand that sentiment because I've been in Mexico off and on for quite some time, and I know how that goes, especially in Jalisco. When I lived in Vallarta, people would be bundled up and have coughs and stuff. So I totally get that when you go from rainy, humid season to dry, cool season. So I think that is the case for a lot of folks running around with a cough and runny nose and all that. My situation, that was not the case necessarily. There was actually multiple things going on the test results. But we'll get to that here in a little bit. First things first, I just want to take a moment and thank you all. The channel's just about to cross 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. I really just started uploading, decent quality horizontally filmed videos February of this year, and I monetized in July. There was some confusion about that. I was talking to a subscriber out on the beach the other day, Dean, shout out, buddy, and he didn't realize. He was like, someday you'll make money at it, and I was like, I'm already monetized, man, thank you. So thank you all, guys, for making my dream come true. We're gonna go out here and I'm gonna get up in the lifeguard tower, which I call my office. So as long as the lifeguard's not there, he doesn't mind. So I'm gonna go out there and chill in the lifeguard tower and update you guys on the health situation. Also, some other current events I'm gonna bring to your attention and just kind of tease one event. My old roommate, well, not roommate, neighbor, sorry, but it felt like we were roommates. We were always hanging out together. My old neighbor, Luigi Sandrone, has got a big DJ event, rooftop event coming up in January. So I'm going to bring you guys more details on that. I've had a few subscribers say, hey, can we get some current event updates, things to do in Playa? So that's going to be a big one coming up mid-January, January 13th for those of you coming down. I will most likely be in attendance. There's even been some talk about me bartending there. So that could be a lot of fun. No, it will be a lot of fun. And then I also have a couple new apartments to show you guys, and I will actually be leaving a direct WhatsApp number. And if you drop my name, we're going to work out some kind of discount either on the deposit or the monthly rate for those two apartments. So lots to get to today. And we are trekking through the mangroves now, out this 72 entrance, and life is good. I've been a little bit sick for sure, under the weather. I wanted to give a shout out to my good friend Noah too. She recommended that I take oregano oil as an expectorant and kind of overall broad spectrum natural, I won't say antibiotic, I won't use that word necessarily, but just a way to clean up my system, and that has done a great job. I've been just getting rid of all sorts of nasty crap out of my lungs with that. So we are getting close, guys. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you this entrance. It's a little windy lately, but absolutely gorgeous. Then we're going to hop up in the lifeguard tower and talk health update. Buenos dias, morning. So this sinkhole is still here, right here. And then this pond is where usually, let's see if he's here today. There's a crocodile in here, like a resident crocodile. I don't see him. All right, guys. So we have made it to the beautiful entrance of Playa 72. Such a dream to live here in Playa del Carmen and wake up and have this view so close. So the apartments that I want to bring and show you guys are actually very near this place, near this entrance. And look at how that sun is just framed up right at the entrance. So gorgeous. Yeah, a lot of people say, well, that's really far out of the center, Playa 72. It's actually not a bad walk, and you end up with a lot more fresh air from this protected jungle and green space here, and then you get the ocean breeze and the waves. And this particular building has 2 units available, and it has a rooftop where from the rooftop you can see the ocean. One of the units has an ocean view with a huge balcony. So I'm gonna see if I can get up into my office right here. All right, guys, getting up into the office here in the lifeguard tower. And so the update begins, guys. I've been getting tons of sleep. Look at, first of all, though, check out my view from up here. Now, I may miss the epic sunsets of Puerto Vallarta, but these sunrises are fantastic. All right, so I'm in my throne up here in the office. And so first things first, guys, one of the things on my test results that really shocked me was they did a throat swab. And, you know, I was thinking maybe they tested for tuberculosis, influenza, all these different things, and they were all negative. And they did a throat swab, and the throat swab actually showed staph infection. So it seems that maybe I had a long-standing systemic staph infection, and I'm kind of wondering, one of the subscribers and commenters said that all disease enters through the feet and the hands, and I think there's some truth to that for sure. I mean, you can get ringworm, you can get a number of things through the feet. I had a blood blister and kind of an open cut on the bottom of my foot, and so I haven't been walking barefoot so much, but when I get to the beach, I walk barefoot, of course. And so in the last update that I uploaded on Friday of last week, I mentioned that sewage issue at 38. Well, I had these little cuts and an open wound on my toe, and I walked through that sewage before I knew that the issue was isolated there at Playa 38. So I'm wondering if maybe I got staph infection from the sewage. I don't know. It's possible. Even droplets, when the waves would crash against the wall, if your mouth is open, when you're walking fast, you're breathing through your mouth, and you get those droplets in your mouth, maybe. And I'm just speculating, guys. This is in no way medical advice or anything like that. I'm just speculating that maybe that staph infection came from the sewage there, and I picked it up early on upon my re-arrival here in Playa del Carmen. Now, the second thing that showed up on the test, which was a real bummer for me, I have a history of tick bites, and I used to grow food organically, have a small farm back in the day, and worked various other farms, and I've got history of tick bites going back ages. And my most recent one, I was 29 or 30 years old, and I was riding horses in Mismaloya, south of Puerto Vallarta, and I had a tick in my leg, and I got it out. My guide lit up a cigarette, and then we put the tip of the cigarette near the tick so he would kind of remove his head, and then we pulled the tick out. And I was like, Manny, no pasa nada, verdad? And he's like, no. And then he's like, So I was like, oh boy, okay. And I didn't get antibiotics in time. We were in the middle of nowhere in the jungle, and I thought, well, probably not a big deal. These ticks aren't like endemic to, I mean, they're not known to carry things like Lyme disease, Borrelia. But sure enough, like 5-6 days later, I had shortness of breath, kidney pain. Luckily, when that happened, those acute symptoms, I went across the street to my doctor. He gave me an anti-inflammatory shot and some fluids to help the kidneys and the airways open up. And I ended up, being okay for the most part, but I had a rash on my stomach and he gave me antibiotics, and it seems that maybe the antibiotics didn't eradicate the infection entirely, because my doctor, Bernardo Diaz, shout out Bernardo at the walk-in clinic, thanks man, he actually ran a Lyme antibody test, and there was antibodies for Borrelia burgdorferi. It was like a weak positive. It was right on the tip of the zona gris, the gray area, and like a weak positive. Basically, guys, I'm going back for another follow-up to see the course of action. It seems that the staph infection, they tested it to see which antibiotics would be sensitive and which were resistant. So doxycycline won't work. Doxycycline is commonly used, from my experience anyway, in treating Lyme disease. That's what my doctor gave me in Puerto Vallarta. And so it looks like penicillin is the one that might be used for the staph infection. So I'm going in actually right after filming this, and so I'll have another update for you guys. But as of right now, this mystery illness, indeed, there are two things I never would have guessed. I thought maybe it's some upper respiratory thing, maybe dengue, maybe the flu, although it didn't really feel like dengue. I've had dengue before. I've had it all. Stepped on manta rays, been eaten alive by mosquitoes, and bit by ticks. That's just the way it goes when you live the way I live. You take it with a smile and do your best. For me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna nourish myself, drink lots of juices, get a lot of rest, definitely follow my doctor's advice as well, and lots of sunshine. So I'm in the right place for that. Look at that view. This lifeguard tower is my happy place. So thank you guys all for stopping in. We'll see if I can show these apartments at the end of this video. Depends on the property manager. So if you don't see those apartments at the end of this video, my apologies, but it will be coming sometime this week. I know that he's really wanting to get those rented, so I offered to show those in a video, hoping that it's this one. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk back down the lifeguard tower, dip my feet in the water. And also more information to come on Luigi Sandrone's DJ event. It's gonna be up on a rooftop in the center of Playa del Carmen. Really sweet spot with an ocean view from what I understand. So I'll keep you posted on that. Hope to see some of you guys there. And once again, hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful morning. I will see you guys in the next one or later on from those apartments. Groat Monster, out. Cue the outro music. Also, guys, there were a number of commenters from the last update saying that they had been sick or had known someone who was sick, and one subscriber even described it as the Playa cough. So for all of you who have been ill, I wish you guys well. I hope you can get well soon. It seems like 1 or 2 subscribers mentioned that they had been diagnosed with parasitic infections. So I think the lesson here is that whatever the mystery illness, definitely get some medical help. The doctors are excellent. There's a lot of really good medical options here. Just make sure to get professional help. Don't try to guess. Just because I have one thing and one subscriber has another thing doesn't mean that just because there's overlapping symptoms. That we all have the same thing. I mean, it can be really any number of things, and so the best thing is just take the guesswork out, get the blood work done, get the tests done, get the swab, check, cover your bases. And remember, guys, this isn't medical advice. This is just my experience, and it's been a little bit of a roller coaster, and I just wanted to share my experience with you guys here on YouTube. Take it for what it is, and all the best to you guys. Wishing good health to all, and I will see you guys later on.